Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Berman. Today, we're going to explore how to deepen your connection and improve your intimate relationships. Whether you're facing challenges or just want to feel closer and more confident, I'm here to guide you with practical advice rooted in real science and empathy. Let's dive in and start building stronger, more fulfilling connections together. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right in a relationship, yet somehow it still doesn't work out? Maybe you've been told to just be yourself, or give her space, or be nice, only to end up confused, frustrated, or even heartbroken. What if I told you that everything you've learned about attracting women might be completely wrong? Today, I want to reveal some powerful truths about emotional dynamics and hidden tendencies that most women don't openly talk about, but every man absolutely needs to understand. I want you to stick around because this video could shift everything you thought you knew about dating and connection. Drop a comment below saying, "I am ready," if you're committed to watching this video until the very end, because trust me, you won't want to miss a single second. Let's be honest, the dating world often feels unfair, and for many men, it truly is. You've probably noticed that the men who succeed most often don't follow the typical advice. Why is that? Because they've tapped into something deeper, an understanding most men simply lack. Here's the reality: women are not purely logical or analytical when it comes to attraction. Their desires are often driven by emotions, subtle, powerful emotions, and many women don't even fully understand what draws them to certain men. That's exactly what we're uncovering today. The 10 biggest emotional triggers, what some might call weaknesses, that influence women deeply. And no, this isn't about manipulation or tricks. It's about understanding the psychology behind attraction so you can build better, stronger, and more meaningful relationships. We're not here to give you outdated tips or sugar-coated advice. This is real, raw, and potentially life-changing. So buckle up and let's dive in. Before we get started, if you're already feeling the value of what you're about to learn, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more grounded, practical insights that actually work in today's world. And if you believe in what we're doing and want to help us keep creating content like this, consider joining our community through memberships. It makes a huge difference in helping us stay independent and impactful. Now, number 1, the steadfast man. Let me get this clear from the start: modern women are constantly surrounded by attention. From DMs to dating apps, to compliments from strangers, the options seem endless. So why do most men still struggle? Because they're inconsistent. They say one thing but do another. They start strong but then disappear. They lack follow-through. And women notice this more than you think. The truth is, most women are cautious when it comes to trust. They've seen men disappear when things get complicated, sometimes after just a few dates, sometimes after a few months. They've learned to stay guarded. That's why the man who shows up consistently, who follows through, and who stands by his word stands out immediately. Being steadfast isn't just about punctuality or showing up physically. It's about emotional reliability, being the man whose actions align with his words in a world full of indecision and half-efforts. Consistency is power. Start small. If you say you'll text, then text. If you say you'll call, call on time. Build a reputation as someone who means what he says. Being steadfast doesn't mean being inflexible or rigid. It means being dependable, and dependability, especially today, is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. Number 2, confidence. We hear it all the time. Confidence is attractive. But what does that really mean? Confidence isn't about arrogance or being the loudest person in the room. True confidence is quiet. It's a steady, unshakable belief that you are enough as you are. This kind of self-assurance is rare in today's world, where so many people feel the need to prove themselves constantly. And that's exactly why it stands out. Women are naturally drawn to confident men not because of bravado or flash, but because confidence signals something deeper: security. Think about it. Women have their own inner battles. They question how they look, how they're perceived, and whether they measure up. So when a woman meets a man who doesn't chase external validation, who doesn't need her to boost his self-worth, it feels refreshing and safe. Confident men don't seek approval. They don't crumble under pressure. They're grounded. And in a world full of insecurity, that kind of calm energy shines. Too often, confidence is confused with status, wealth, or appearance. But those are just surface level. Real confidence comes from within. It's knowing your value, even if things aren't perfect. It's staying centered even when life throws you a curveball. It's not being shaken by rejection or setbacks. So how do you build this kind of inner strength? Start by setting goals and achieving them, no matter how small. Each time you follow through on a promise to yourself, you strengthen your self-belief. And remember, confidence isn't about being flawless. It's about being comfortable with your flaws. It's about showing up as yourself, unapologetically. Own who you are. Embrace your imperfections. And watch how that genuine self-assurance changes how people respond to you. Number 3. Ambition. Ambition is one of the most powerful and attractive qualities a man can have. In today's world where settling and playing it safe are often the norm, the ambitious man stands out. He's someone who's always evolving, always working to become better. Ambition doesn't mean chasing millions or working 80-hour weeks. It means having a clear direction. It means you're not okay with just coasting. Women are drawn to ambition not just because of what it may lead to, but because of what it says about your mindset. It shows that you have drive, vision, and discipline, that you're moving forward, and that makes her feel like she's joining a life that's going somewhere. Now, here's where many men go wrong. They talk about their big goals but don't act on them. Ambition must be shown, not just said. Whether it's in your career, your personal growth, or your hobbies, your actions should reflect your hunger for growth. Ambition isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about showing that you're pushing yourself even in small ways to become a stronger, wiser version of who you were yesterday. So, start with clear goals, both short-term and long-term. They don't have to be massive, but they should challenge you. Whether it's earning a promotion, learning a new skill, or improving your health, keep moving forward. When a woman sees that you're genuinely driven and not just talking the talk, she'll want to be part of that upward journey. Number 4. The bad boy. The classic bad boy. Women are drawn to him like moths to a flame. But here's the truth, it's not because he's rude or disrespectful. It's because the bad boy embodies qualities that trigger emotional curiosity, mystery, independence, and emotional control. He doesn't follow every rule. He doesn't seek constant approval. And he definitely doesn't revolve his life around any one person. That's what makes him so magnetic. Women are not looking for someone they can fully control. They're drawn to men who have their own path, who can't be predicted, and who keep them emotionally engaged. It's the subtle emotional highs and lows, the sense of being slightly out of reach, that create excitement. But here's what most men get wrong. You don't have to be disrespectful to tap into this dynamic. You just need to develop 2 things: mystery and emotional independence. Don't reveal everything right away. Keep parts of your life private. don't always be immediately available. Let her wonder where you are or what you're up to. And most importantly, stay composed. If she's upset, stay grounded. If she's joyful, enjoy the moment but don't lose yourself in it. The man who stays cool under pressure, who isn't emotionally reactive, becomes unforgettable. That's what being a modern bad boy is truly about. Number 5. Ignored attention. Here's a hard truth: attention is everywhere. Social media, messaging apps, likes, comments, it's nonstop. And because it's so easy to get, it's often taken for granted. So, how do you stand out? By not giving your attention away so freely. Most women are used to men constantly validating them. But when you don't instantly offer compliments or rush to respond to every post or message, it disrupts the pattern. She starts to wonder, why isn't he chasing like the others? That curiosity turns into interest, and that interest grows into attraction. Why? Because your attention becomes rare, and scarcity creates value. This doesn't mean being cold or playing games. It means being intentional with your energy. If you're constantly texting, complimenting, and engaging with her content, your attention starts to lose value. Instead, pull back a little. Let her come to you. When she feels like she has to earn your attention, she'll value it much more. And that's when real attraction starts to build. Number 6. Pre-selection. Here's a psychological truth you can't ignore. Women are more attracted to men who are already desired by others. This is called pre-selection. Think of it like this. When people see something in high demand, they assume it must be worth having. The same logic applies in dating. If other women find you interesting or attractive, even if they're just friends, it signals that you're someone of value. Women instinctively ask themselves, what is it about him that others find appealing? And just like that, you've sparked interest not through words, but through presence and social dynamics. This is why men who are in relationships or are seen confidently interacting with other women often attract more attention. It's not about making anyone jealous, it's about being seen as someone who's socially comfortable and emotionally desirable. So, surround yourself with high-value women, even platonically. When a woman sees you effortlessly connecting with others, it increases your perceived value in her eyes. Pre-selection isn't about pretending. It's about being the kind of man who's naturally respected and appreciated by the people around him. Number 7. Masculinity. In today's world, masculinity often gets misunderstood or even dismissed. But here's the truth. Authentic masculinity is deeply attractive. And no, it's not about being overly aggressive or trying to dominate others. True masculinity is about strength, both emotional and physical, combined with calm confidence and self-control. Women are naturally drawn to men who lead, who protect, and who make them feel emotionally safe. It's not just about muscles, it's about purpose, presence, and emotional resilience. A masculine man doesn't get rattled by every challenge. He stands firm in what he believes. He stays centered, even when things don't go his way. Too many men today are overly reactive. They let every message, every mood swing, every comment shake them. But a truly masculine man stays in control of himself and of his life. Want to develop your masculine energy? Start by taking full responsibility for your actions. Make clear decisions. Face challenges head-on without blaming others. That calm inner strength, that's what women feel safe around. And safety, in the emotional sense, is where trust stands. Attraction begin. Number 8. Charismatic leadership. Leadership is one of the most magnetic traits a man can possess. Now, You don't have to be a CEO or run a company to be a leader, but you do need to lead in your personal life and especially in your interactions with women. Women are naturally drawn to men who know where they're going, who make decisions confidently, and who don't constantly seek reassurance. Charismatic. Leadership is especially powerful because it's leadership with heart. It's confidence with connection. You make people feel valued, respected, and safe even as you guide them forward. Next time you're out on a date, take the lead. Plan the evening. Make confident choices. Guide the conversation with ease and purpose. Women are attracted to men who can take initiative, who carry themselves with certainty, and who are moving forward in life. Be that man. Number 9. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a superpower in modern relationships, but most men overlook it. It's not about being overly emotional or soft. It's about being attuned to your own emotions and to hers. Women don't want someone who rushes to fix every problem. They want someone who knows when to simply listen, who can be present without being reactive. When she opens up emotionally, don't interrupt. Don't rush in with advice. Just listen, understand, acknowledge. This creates a level of emotional intimacy and trust that most men never reach. Also, emotional intelligence means knowing how to manage your own emotions. Stay steady under pressure. Don't let every small challenge knock you off center. Be the man who listens well, speaks wisely, and stays composed. That combination, irresistible. Number 10. Passionate interests. Nothing draws people in like passion. When a woman sees that you're truly passionate about something, whether it's your career, a hobby, or a mission, it lights you up. Passion is energy. It's purpose. It's what separates the motivated from the mediocre. But here's the catch: your passion must be real. Too many men fake interest in things just to impress women. But women can sense when it's not authentic. When you're genuinely excited about what you do, that energy becomes magnetic. You stop chasing approval because your life already fulfills you. Find something that fuels you and go all in. When she sees how deeply you're connected to your goals, she'll naturally want to be part of your world. Passion isn't about impressing, it's about expressing. Let your actions speak, and let your mission lead. Final thoughts. So there you have it, 10 psychological triggers that create powerful attraction. But remember, this isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about understanding the deeper psychology behind female attraction and learning how to show up as your best self. Most men are out here chasing validation, playing by the wrong rules, and wondering why things aren't working. But you're different. You now have the mindset, the tools, and the awareness to flip the script. If this video gave you real insight, hit that like button. Comment below which of the 10 traits surprised you the most. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep, unfiltered, and practical content like this. If you're serious about leveling up as a man and building a life where women are drawn to you, naturally consider joining our channel membership. Your support helps us keep creating high-quality content that changes lives. Remember, don't chase, lead, and everything you seek will start to chase you.